Yeah.
We're here with KORN, downtown Minneapolis. You have a First Avenue show. So, how do you like our town so far? You like our bars and all?
Yeah, they make the drinks strong, man. But yeah, I had a good time. Actually, went to Seville, this place over here, the other night.
Dino, he's the owner.
Oh, really? Yeah, they were great over there, and so took good care of us, and it was fun.
Dino will be at
They were playing a lot of good stuff, like Deftones.
They play you guys?
Yeah, they did. I was like, no, God.
Oh, it's got to be embarrassing. Every spur place coming after you. It's gotta be rough.
Yeah, it was a tough time.
And on a Sunday night, too.
Yeah. Well, someone's got to do it.
Yeah, true. But we appreciate you coming to town and helping out
man,
the local girls. They've got kids to educate,
I
put through school. They're all working girls.
So do I.
True. Now, here you got a new album coming up.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's called KORN 3, Remember Who You Are.
Okay.
And we used Ross Robinson to produce it, and he produced our first 2 albums.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, we get to we have a chance to kind of like regroup and sort of remember why we do what we do.
Right.
And capture that energy, that raw emotion, that energy that started this band.
Right.
And this is, so he was able to bring us back and cut out all the crap and ask us why are you here?
Right.
What does this song mean to you before each take? And we did it on 2-inch tape. No Pro Tools. We did analog board. We did old Neve board and no click tracks. It's all just really warm analog and just real raw shit.
I love your guys' stuff, but now I'm really looking forward to it. I was looking forward to hearing it before, but I like that raw, solid, keep the digital effects out, just you guys, the way you're going to sound live, this is it.
Yeah, and all analog stuff we used for my guitar stuff, and it's pretty much Jonathan just it sounds like he's right in your face when you're listening to it, like screaming with,
What's your favorite track on the new album?
I love the first one, Oildale, which is, I think, a lot of people are playing it. We just filmed a video for it as well. And we actually went back to our hometown, and sort of the theme of the record is, kind of remembering our roots and where we came from and where we grew up,
Right.
And all the obstacles that we were faced with, and the odds that a band from a little town in Bakersfield, how hard it is to just even be able to do any sort of art, or you don't have a lot of outlets.
Right.
We were up against a lot of odds, and we overcame a lot of difficult times, and just growing up through high school, and getting out and moving to Los Angeles and going through playing the clubs and doing what all the other bands do.
Right.
So,
what does it feel like when you write something from the heart, it becomes a hit, and then you're in a club or an arena, and there's 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 people sing along, connecting with you, and realizing that these people feel the same way I do? What's that like? Because the average person never gets that. I mean, we get it when we're in the song with you. But when you actually write it, perform it, and you're up there, that's got to be one heck of a feeling that you're connecting with everybody you see.
I'm blown away by it every night. I can't believe it. I can't believe people still show up. I'm like, before the show, every night I'm like, God, I hope people want to come still. And then all of a sudden I'm on stage and they're screaming and they're, it's surreal. I'm grateful. It's weird. It's like I always dreamed about when I was a kid, like, man, I'm gonna be in a band, and I had no idea it was gonna last this long and go to this level.
Right.
So I think every day each one of us in the band are like completely grateful that we even have a career, and it's our dream. Like it's a dream come true, really.
What was the first time you got on stage and played and realized people are actually like into this?
When we were in Los Angeles and we were doing, the Whiskey A Go-Go and that sort of those places over there in the Roxy, and I don't know, shows that we played, and before the record dudes were like, "We gotta sign you," and you know, that's when my boy Paul Pontius, he's from a record label called Immortal Records at the time, a little indie subsidiary of Epic, and then the people at Epic totally believed in us and completely pushed us when nobody was like gonna play that sort of stuff on the radio. I mean,
you guys were different when you first came out.
I
mean,
there was a great sound,
but it
like
wasn't
it. So it was hard to get, you know, the radio people to really get behind it, because it was like, what's he singing about? Child abuse. Oh my God! So, you know, it was that was a challenge for people to really open up and like listen. Either they got it or they didn't. Maybe they still do or don't.
Well, obviously they do. They wind up around the building, so I think somebody gets it. Speaking of off subject, as you probably are aware, Ronnie James Dio passed away last night.
Dude, I'm telling you, Jonathan and I were so bummed. He came to me in the bus the other day, and he's almost in tears. I'm like, dude, what's wrong? Well, you know, and he said, I gotta tell you something. Ronnie James Dio died. And I was like, what? Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. What a tragic loss for the metal world, you know. I think that, you know, he was actually my second concert I saw in Bakersfield. That, you know, we wouldn't have this without him.
Yeah, you're kidding. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that whole, his grandmother, and, you know, to keep the evil eye away. And so many people, I think, misunderstood it. Like it was something like bad, or it was to keep the evil eye away from his mom or something. I can't remember the story of this. There's like a documentary.
I see it, but I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember the exact details. Right? I remember seeing the documentary.
Yeah, but man, the music that he left us the world with, he'll always be alive in those recordings. So,
like you were saying, Lars Ulrich posted a thing up on their site talking about when he was 11. He went to a Dio show, and it was like the motivation. He wouldn't have got on stage if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
And he was like, they were touring last year and went into, and, you know, I found out this morning, and then I found that, and I actually started crying up, and I never met him, but once I got to like the fourth paragraph of Lars's explanation, I'm all like, man, it just hit. It's like every artist you ever think of that really meant something to you, and then you think about them going, and it just sucks. But on the other hand, you're happy to have them.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate. What are you gonna do? You can't stop the clock.
Yeah, you gotta live every day like you're dying and take advantage of what you got.
Yes, appreciate the people around you, and I actually did have a chance to meet him once. A really humble, sweet guy, and I was just like, wow, that was Ronnie James. Like I was really starstruck. You know, there's not many people that I could, you know, say hello to, and like, oh my God,
get nervous.
Yeah, I was like, hey, love your records. You know, okay, see you.
The thing I thought was so cool about him, I met him once, but you never would have remembered him. But you see his size. He was such a smaller guy, but when you heard his voice, you thought he was a monster.
Yeah.
It's just amazing that came out of him, that power and that passion and that creativity.